Howdy gamers, Old Gamer Guy here. Welcome to another Stellaris Console Edition video. It is the year 2262 and the Iwantu Rokk are clinging to survival. The game has really not been going our way, at least partly because of bad decisions. But on the good side of the news, we found a Gaia world at the end of the last video. And we are in the process of beginning a new colony there. So that's a little ray of sunshine. But over here we have a thundercloud in the shape of a grand ether drake. They've kind of taken over this system, and you can probably guess what's going to happen next. But in the meantime, we have earned a tradition point. And we're just barely getting started on the supremacy tree, so we will continue that. And I've got a couple of good options. I could increase our ship's fire rate, but I think decreasing the ship build cost is more important right now because we are rebuilding our fleets after they were destroyed. Were they destroyed by the Drake? No, they were destroyed by the space amoebas. But never mind that. One of our leaders has died. And this actually happens a lot during this footage that I recorded, but I'm not going to show every leader's death. In the meantime, the Senate has something to vote on, and I actually am in favor of this, the Charter of Workers' Rights. So I will vote yes to that. We have an incoming transmission from some merchant type aliens, and I couldn't remember exactly what they were trying to sell, but it's food storage containers, so we're going to tell them to move along. I don't know if these are the same merchants, but some merchant caravan has left a ship in orbit of one of our planets, or at least in one of our systems, so we're going to check that out, and we need a construction ship to do that. My construction ship is usually not very busy these days. They've just kind of been running away from the Grand Ether Drake, and they ran away from the space amoebas. Right now they're just hanging out near one of our star bases, but we're going to give them something to do. And there we have it, Fraggle Rock, which is the planet that was in the system with the Grand Ether Drake. The Grand Ether Drake has breathed fire down onto the planet and killed all of our colonists instantly. So we just lost this whole system. And so now we have a hole in our space. But never mind that. We have made a possible precursor discovery. An archaeological project is available, and I've got a ship nearby to check it out. But meanwhile, the abandoned ship has been checked out, and there was nothing much to find, except we did find some information on deep core mining, so that's good. We got a little bit of information out of that, and now our science ship is beginning an archaeological dig. In the meantime, we are rebuilding our fleet, but it's going very slow because we don't have many planets and we are not generating resources very quickly. So I'm doing what I can when I can. We also need to construct buildings on our planets. But never mind that, because we've been contacted by another type of merchant alien, and they want some alloys, 500 alloys, in exchange for 4 pops, but they are racket pops, which sounds kind of shady. And I need my alloys for other things. I don't really want to pay criminals to come to our planet, so no thank you for that, I guess. We've recovered another Cybrex artifact. We've been kind of collecting these, and I haven't really decided what to do with them yet. I need to do something with them. I don't want to lose the game and have them all in my inventory. But never mind that for now. We now officially have a colony on the Gaia world, so we're going to start building generator districts. We need more energy credits to spend, and speaking of spending them, there is now a galactic market. So we can spend and sell things in the galactic market. The Tyrell Corporation has entered into a non-aggression pact with the Carillions, and the Carillions have guaranteed the independence of the Tyrell Corporation. So that's kind of what I predicted was going to happen. I think the Merkins are going to be part of that in some way also. The Charter of Workers' Rights has been passed, so hooray for that. And the Calamari are actually at war with the Tyrell Corporation, and I was kind of curious to see what was happening with that war. So I'm making a one-sided trade deal with the Calamari here. All I want from them is active sensors, so I can see where their ships are. So I gave them communications and sensors and also some energy credits. And it looks like the Calamari are doing very well. They have pushed pretty far into the Tyrell space, and they are actually occupying the system where Earth is. So that's good. We can extend our deal with the curators for them to help our research, but I don't have enough energy credits to spend, so we're going to have to let that deal expire. But in the meantime, the Calamari and the Tyrell Corporation have made peace. So that war is over, and it looks like the Calamari gained one system, but that one system is right here in between them, and there is a wormhole in this system. So a good strategic gain for them. And speaking of strategic, I decided to move my fleets, and I'll show you where they're going here in a minute. In the meantime, some private collector on one of our planets says they have an artifact, and we feel like it belongs in a museum. But everyone has a price. I'm going to go ahead and spend some influence here, I think. Or did I spend energy credits? I don't even remember. Okay, I spent the energy credits instead of the influence. I'm not really sure why I did that. But that's what I did as our fleet continues to move. Yeah, I'll show you exactly why I'm doing this in a moment. But as we travel, we got a notification that the Calamari have declared the Carillions their rivals. So that's good. That's good for us. We want to distract the Carillions as much as possible. Now the Carillions have entered into a defensive pact with the Merkins. So that's ominous. The Senate floor is in session. They want to form the Galactic Council. And I'm going to go ahead and go for this. I don't really pay much attention to the Senate. I don't usually get to influence very much in the Senate, so I might as well just go ahead and form the Galactic Council, even though I won't be a part of it. There's no way that we will be a part of it, but never mind that. We've earned another tradition point. Back to the supremacy tree, and this time I will go ahead and increase our ship fire rate, I think. I could also increase our fleet command limit, but and also our starbase damage, and we will certainly do those things. But right now, we're going to increase our ship fire rate. The Carillions have declared the multiplex their rival, so that's another good thing. But in the meantime, our fleets have arrived in the Galurum system. So I feel like we need to defend here which of course leaves the other side of our space undefended. So to help that situation, I'm going to propose a defensive pact with the calamari. And so theoretically, if the multiplex decides to attack us, then theoretically the calamari will attack them. And we can bribe the Zadran marauders. So hopefully this will work out. But we've also received a communication from the Merkins. They are closing their borders, which is no big deal. We've never even been down that way. You furry little bastards. But never mind that. A powerful subspace entity of some kind has been encountered in the Alpha Centauri system. It actually seems to be speaking, which is interesting, but it's nowhere near our space. The Tyrell Corporation has been vassalized by the Merkins, and that kind of surprises me, but we also have some instability on classic Rokk, but they are building a planetary administration building right now, so hopefully that will help the instability situation in the long run, but never mind that. One of our high priests has been named the heir to the throne because that's the way it works in our empire. And shortly after that, our arch prophet leader passed away at the age of 145. So sad times throughout the Iwantu Rokk space. In the meantime, the Galactic Council has been formed, and elections for the Council will take place in 170 days. We are not even considered to be on the Council, and so the Calamari, the Carillions, and the Merkins are apparently the ones doing the best in the game, so they are on the Council. In the meantime, we have a new archaeological project on one of our planets. So we can send one of our science ships over that way. Well, actually our only science ship. But never mind that. The Carillions have leveraged their power in the Council to vote on a subject that is near to their hearts, near and dear. They want to start the Astral Studies Network. And this seems generally good, even though it will increase our starbase upkeep. But we will go ahead and support this idea. Another Cybrex artifact has been recovered to go into our collection of artifacts. I really need to make up my mind about what to do with those things. I'm so indecisive. But in the meantime, we are getting data from Calamari ships because of our treaty with them. And one of their ships found another archaeological site. But this site is way down here in the southeast part of the galaxy, and we will likely never make it down there, so I won't even think about that. But I will think about spending another tradition point. And we've got 2 more choices in the supremacy tree. We could increase our fleet command limit, and we could increase our starbase damage, and I feel like the starbase damage is probably the smartest thing to do right here. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to end the video right here. It's a little bit short and kind of anticlimactic, but this footage took up over 200 gigs on my PlayStation 5 hard drive, so that's kind of a downside for recording on the PS5. The game is still not going our way, but we are still not going to give up. We'll see what happens next, but for now, thanks for watching.